Stevie Wonder's got that sound. Yes to me, yes to you, yesterday with Big Jim Edwards at 6:49 at CKLW. How would you like to go out and buy cigarettes and wind up with $1,000? Well, just ask Mr. Ronald Stage of London and Mr. Mike Schmidt Jr. of Windsor. They've done it, you see. They each bought a pack of Peter Jackson recently, and now, thanks to the certificate they found inside the pack, they're both richer by $1,000. Imagine all that money for just switching to Peter Jackson. They're only two of the hundreds of Ontario smokers who find Peter Jackson cash certificates. Who knows? One might be waiting for you in your next pack of Peter Jackson King Size or new Peter Jackson Regular with its own $10,000 and $1,000 cash certificates. Now, you've got a better chance to win than ever before in PJ history because, on the average, there are now more big winners every 48 hours. Remember, in Ontario, PJ gives away more big cash prizes than any other cigarette. Get Peter Jackson today.
This Christmas, give her Chanel No. 5. Chanel No. 5 perfume, eau de cologne, and modern sprays. The perfect gift for tomorrow's woman.
And from CKLW, Peter, Paul, and Mary on a chilly morning, 5 below freezing, looking for a high around 40. Here's leaving on a jet plane, heading south, man.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes, I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the time I won't have to say. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. More music, CKLW.
Big Jim Edwards pouring on the music at 6:54. Hey, the Pistons were off last night. They don't swing back into action until tomorrow when they take on the San Francisco Warriors on the West Coast. Good luck, Pistons. Here's Joe Namath's favorite group. I'm really being a name dropper because it's one of my favorite groups, too. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and When I Die from CKLW.
I'm not scared. find in dying, well then let the time be near. If it's peace you find in dying, and if dying time is near, just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there. I hear that it's cold way down there, yeah, crazy cold way down there. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world. Carry on, carry on. Now troubles are many, they're as deep as a well. I can swear there ain't no heaven, but I pray there ain't no hell. Swear there ain't no heaven, and I pray there ain't no hell. But I'll never know by living, only by dying will tell. It's only my dying will tell, yeah, only my dying will tell. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on, yeah, yeah. Give me my freedom for as long as I be. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. And all I ask of dying is to go naturally. You only wanna go naturally. Here I go! Ha! Hey, hey! Here comes the devil! Right behind. Look out, children! Here he comes! Here he comes! Hey! Don't wanna go by the devil. Don't wanna go by demon. Don't wanna go by Satan. Don't wanna die uneasy. Just let me go naturally. And when I die, and when I'm dead, dead and gone, there'll be one child born in a world to carry on, yeah, yeah.
CKLW.
Big Jim Edwards at 6:57, thanking Cleveland, Ohio, for their call on the CKLW hit lines for this one from Bretton Wood from a couple of years ago. Remember?
Boogum now, baby, your cat will spell on me. I say boogum now, baby, your cat will spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your high-hole boots with your hip leather suit, it's alright. You're out of sight. And you wear that cute mini skirt with your brother's sloppy shirt. Admit it, girl, that I can dig it. And I said, boogum now, baby, you're getting your spit on me. Boogum now, baby, you're getting your spit on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your bell bottom pants, I just stand there in a trance. I can't move. You're in the groove. Would you believe, little girl, that I'm crazy about you? Now go, now put your bad self cockatoos, there's the cockatoos now casting a spell on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Jim Edwards.
CKLW, the Motor City.
7 o'clock at the Big 8. Thanks for inviting me into your Motor City home this morning, and just for being so nice, let me serve up a little breakfast for you. A little jam and jelly, please.
Jam up and jelly tight. My, baby, now you're out of sight. Jam up and jelly tight. You look a little naughty, but you're so polite. Jam up and jelly tight. You won't say you will, but there's a chance that you might. I said the first day I met you, someday I'm gonna pet you. Now you're here and baby I love it, so come on and give me some of it. Jam up and jelly tight. My, baby, now you're out of sight. Jam up and jelly tight. You look a little naughty, but you're so polite. Jam up and jelly tight. You won't say you will, but there's a chance that you might. You've got a sweet disposition, so come on and give me permission for one kiss and maybe another. We'll see if we're meant for each other. Jam up and jelly tight. My, baby, now you're out of sight. Jam up and jelly tight. You look a little naughty, but you're so polite. Jam up and jelly tight. Jam up and jelly tight.
From CKLW, Tommy Road dishing up a tasty morsel of Jam Up and Jelly Tight with Big Jim Edwards at 7:03.
Farmer Jack gives you discount prices, money back guarantee on what you pay. Farmer Jack gives you discount prices, bushel and case prices every day.
Only 59 cents for a 12-ounce package of Kraft individually wrapped cheese slices this week at Farmer Jack's. Bushel and case discount values and friendly service make Farmer Jack's the favorite store in town. If your cashier ever forgets to thank you, you get your purchase free. Remember, a 12-ounce package of Kraft cheese slices for only 59 cents at Farmer Jack's discount food stores.
Farmer Jack gives you discount prices, money back guarantee on what you pay. Farmer Jack gives you discount prices, bushel and case prices every day.
Your holiday dreams can come true. Keep it on the Big 8 for Christmas Wish 69. It's 7:04. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Someday we're gonna be together.
Someday we'll be together. Oh, yeah.
Motown ladder of leaders with number 1 from the CKLW Big 30. Diana Ross and the Supremes, Someday We're Gonna Be Together. It's 7:06 with Big Jim Edwards.
Right now, world-famous personalities are lounging in the warm Lisbon sun. This week, you can be with them.
Travel with CPR is a global affair.
CPR is having a sun sale. For just $389, you can have economy return group inclusive airfare from Toronto and 16 days in the warm Lisbon sun, including double accommodation with bath and fully equipped kitchenette, a car with 600 miles free driving, and a beach bag. Tour Lisbon. Visit the famous shrine at Fatima. Sample the fine wines at Oporto. $389 includes economy return group inclusive airfare, car, accommodations. Portugal is just one of many winter destinations your CPR travel agent is offering during our sun sale. Call him. He's got your beach bag.
Travel with CPR is a global affair.
Well, thanks, Mr. Morales. I'm sure you'll be real happy with your new Chevrolet. Oh, can I get my plates here, too? No, you'll have to see your dentist for that.
That Morales, what a great, great guy!
Chevrolet is on the move. See the beautiful new Chevys at Morales Chevrolet, Gratiot at 8.5 Mile Road. Windsor traffic zipping right along this morning. Inbound Detroit area freeway traffic at full pace with no bump and grinds reported in either city. Here's the flying machine now, and smile a little smile for me, Rosemarie.
You really should accept this time he's gone for good. He'll never come back now, even though he said he would. So darling, dry your eyes. So many other guys would give the world, I'm sure, to wear the shoes he wore. Oh, come on, smile a little smile for me, Rosemary. Where's the use in crying? In a little while you'll see, Rosemary, you must keep on trying. I know that he hurt you bad. I know, darling, don't be sad, and smile a little smile for me, Rosemary, Rosemary. I guess you're lonely now, love's coming to an end. But darling, only now are you free to start again. Lift up your pretty chin, don't let those tears begin. You're a big girl now, and you'll pull through somehow. Oh, come on, smile a little smile for me, Rosemary. Where's the use in crying? In a little while you'll see, Rosemary, you must keep on trying. I know that he hurt you bad. I know, darling, don't be sad, and smile a little smile for me, Rosemary, Rosemary. Smile a little smile for me, Rosemary, Rosemary.
Come on, hit me with a smile, Rosemary. Big Jim Edwards with the flying machine at 7:10 from CKLW.
Remember the days when you practically had to be an engineer to operate a fine camera?
Let's see, meter reading says f4.5 at 1/60th, but there's glare. I'll try a couple of shots with and without filter, then I'll change the aperture. Now, better measure the distance so the focus is right.
Photography has changed, and a big reason for the changes are Canon cameras from Bell & Howell, designed to let you concentrate on the picture rather than on the camera. Canon follows the principle that a camera can be sophisticated and simple at the same time. The Canon FT, for instance, is the most advanced 35mm through-the-lens reflex camera ever offered at its price. With accessories available, it can satisfy the demands of advanced amateur or professional. Yet the Canon FT allows the beginner to take perfect pictures after a minute or two of instructions. Start concentrating on the picture instead of the camera. See the Canon FT and other fine Canon cameras at your quality camera dealers. Canon is guaranteed and serviced in Canada by Bell & Howell.
Hey, the Oakland Seals nipped the Detroit Red Wings 1-0 in last night's play. And now, from 1962 at CKLW, Barbara George remembers.
I know, you don't love me no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And I don't want to be hurted anymore, no more, anymore, no more. Yeah, I've loved so hard, everything I did was no joy. So I can't love you right, baby. I don't have to love you at all. I know, you don't want me no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And it had to be someone else loving you more, no more, loving you more, no more. Ain't no use in me crying now. Up for you, I put me down. Since you don't want me no more, baby, ain't no use in you hanging around. I know. No more. No more. No more. No more. I know, you don't want me no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And it had to be someone else loving you more, no more, loving you more, no more. Ain't no use in me crying now. Up for you, I put me down. Since you don't want me no more, baby, ain't no use in you hanging round. I know.
7-year-old Gold, chalk it off as heavy music from Barbara George. I know you don't love me no more. It's 7:14 with Big Jim Edwards.
As beneficial, you're good for more. As beneficial, you're good for more. As beneficial, where the money is, we want to lend you the full amount you have in mind.
This Christmas, give yourself a gift of cash. Phone Beneficial Finance. Ask for the full amount you have in mind. The full amount to cover your holiday shopping and give your family the grandest Christmas ever. No matter where you may be borrowing or had a loan before, call Beneficial. See Beneficial. Come to where you're good for more.
As beneficial, you're good for more. As beneficial.
In the Detroit area, 35 Beneficial and Commonwealth loan offices of the Beneficial Finance System are within the sound of my voice. See the white pages? Yes, the white pages of your phone book under Commonwealth Loan or Beneficial Finance, open Saturdays till 12 noon.
CKLW weather.
Windy with a possibility of snow flurries this afternoon. High about 42. The overnight low a chilly 28. Tomorrow, not quite as cool. The current temperature 27 degrees. Toronto reports 27. Cleveland checks in with 36, and Toledo has 30 degrees. The Windsor Light Opera's production of Patience will be performed on Friday and Saturday in the Clary Auditorium. Get your tickets now at the box office, 395 Tecumseh Road West. From CKLW, this is Steve. Getting out all the hits you want to hear. For Roseville on the hit line, here's Nana. Hey, hey, kiss 'em goodbye.
Love you the way that I love you. 'Cause if he did, no, he wouldn't make you cry. He might be thrilling, baby, but of my
all the ingredients of a heavy hit. That's Steam at CKLW. Nah, nah, hey, hey, kiss him goodbye. It's 7:19 with Big Jim Edwards.
When you're smiling, say Labatt's Blue, the beer that smiles with you. It's the true one, brewed for you one, the lager that's true blue. Next time you order, just go for a blue. 'Cause it's the lager with the taste that is true. So when you're smiling, say Labatt's Blue, the true blue lager beer.
Some people still say Pilsner. More and more people are saying the friendly nickname, Labatt's Blue. By any name, it has the same great taste that stands by you.
Yes, when you're smiling, say Labatt's Blue, the true blue lager beer. Blue, 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 Labatt's Blue.
7:20 from the Big 8, the monumental Motor City Mover. There's nobody moves like Junior Walker and the All-Stars with these eyes.
Cry every night for you. And these arms, darling, don't hold you once again. The hurt's on me, yeah. I will never be free, no, baby. You made a promise to me, yeah.
Mellow sax belongs to Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Yeah, that's a sexy record. These Eyes from CKLW with Big Jim Edwards at 7:23.
There's no way to make profit with unhappy customers. I think it's probably the most important single factor in a dealership, service satisfaction, service and parts satisfaction.
One of the reasons Ford Motor Company dealers care about service is that it helps them sell more cars. This Ford Motor Company dealer tells how.
A satisfied service customer will be an automatic salesman referring you to his neighbors, to the people at work, and everything else. We have people that I have never known, and we sold him an automobile, and he'll call me up, and he'll say, do you mind if I bring in this buddy of mine? And I say, certainly, Jim, bring him in.
Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealers may not have all the answers about service, but they're working at it.
Sales and service are like bacon and eggs. It's just that simple. They've got to go together.
Why don't you keep that in mind when you're ready for your next car?
La la la, la la la. There ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. I'm just a lonely boy in a great big lonely world. Someone like you could make my dreams come true. Then all the mountains I could climb if you just put your hand in mine. There ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. Ah, la la la, la la la. There ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. Ah, la la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. You can make a rainy day sunny in my mind. You make the world seem like a friend to me. Yeah, there ain't nothing I couldn't do if you were there to see me through. And I loved you and knew that you loved me. Come on, la la la, la la la. There ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. La 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 la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. Well, I would feel 10 feet tall if you were at my side. Ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. The kings would give up thrones to be in love for just 1 hour like me, and that's the way I'd feel if I had you. Come on, girl, la la la, la la la. There ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. La 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 la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. Come on, little one, la la la, la la la. There ain't nothing in this world I wouldn't do. More music, CKLW.
Big Jim Edwards at 7:27. The Pistons swing back into action tomorrow when they take on the San Francisco Warriors on the West Coast. And from CKLW, here's Johnny Nash.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow flow straight to my lover's heart. For me, no, nobody else but me. Hey, hey, Cupid, please hear my cry. Straight me. No, nobody else but me. Hey, Cupid, please hear my cry. And set your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. Hey, Cupid, I'm calling you. Can't you hear me, Cupid?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Jim Edwards.
CKLW, the Motor City.
7:30 at the Big 8. Holiday shoppers, this is the first day of December already. I know that's probably a jolt to your old nervous system. Well, let's see if we can't ease the pain with some top hit music from Creedence Clearwater.
Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the hum. Down on the corner, out in the street, playing the four boys are playing, bringing nickel happy feet. Rooster hits the white road, people just gotta smile. Who gets home to gut face and solos for a while. Four boy twangs the rhythm out on his column too. And Willie goes into a dance and doubles on the zoo. Down on the corner, out in the street, where the four boys are playing, bringing nickel happy feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, where the four boys are playing, bringing nickel happy feet. You don't need a penny just to hang around. But if you got a nickel, won't you lay your money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy door. People come from all around to watch the magic pour. Down on the corner, out in the street, playing the four boys are playing, bringing nickel happy feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, playing the four boys are playing, bringing nickel happy feet. Down on the corner.
Creedence Clearwater Revival, making the music with Big Jim Edwards. Down on the corner. It's 7:33 from CKLW.
It doesn't really matter which way you drive in southwestern Ontario. You soon see a Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken location. I just passed one. You know, the Colonel has over 50 different outlets in this area. He sells around 5 million pounds of chicken every year. Profitable business. And you know what helps the Colonel keep it that way? Natural gas. That's right. Dependable natural gas is the heat energy source for his custom-built cooking pots. It gives him complete ease of control. And natural gas provides many of his outlets with clean, modern, fresh air heat. Isn't it about time you got cooking with natural gas? Or heating your office or store or factory or home with it? Your gas company representative or heating contractor can tell you how economical it is to install and maintain. Or just ask the Colonel. He'll tell you he's never had it so finger-licking good.
This Christmas, give her Chanel No. 5. Chanel No. 5 perfume, eau de cologne, and modern sprays. The perfect gift for tomorrow's woman.
Again this year, the Big 8 is feeling great and getting ready for Christmas Wish 69. It's 7:34, 5 below freezing. Let's warm things up.
She
Turn me right on with them dulcet tones. There will come a time from CKLW with Big Jim Edwards. Love to hear that sound. It's 7:36.
For centuries, the Yule log played an important part in holiday celebrations. At one time, it was even believed that bad luck would strike if the fire were to go out. So a member of the household would stay awake guarding its every flicker. The glowing warmth of the hearth is still an important ingredient in the holiday household. And in many homes in America and abroad, another important part of the holiday is Black Label beer. That's right. Black Label is an international beer, brewed and enjoyed around the world. And it is this unusual combination of brewing skills and heritage that make Black Label the best beer your money can buy. And when friends or relatives stop by, you'll be ready with holiday pleasure. Black Label beer, the best to one and all.
Sing me, sing me, sing me, baby. You better. I couldn't love you stronger if I tried. It's my true heart I'm showing. Oh, my nose would be growing. You know that it gets longer when I lie. Singing la 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 la. Sing me, sing me, sing me. La 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 la. Jingle, jingle, la 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 la. Sing me, baby. Being kind of pretty and down here in the city, find it isn't easy to be smart. When trying to untangle the jingle from the jangle, it's easy if you listen with your heart. Singing la 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 la, sing me, sing me, sing me, la 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 la, sing the jingle jangle, la 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 la, sing me, baby, la 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 la. You make the winter springtime and jingle jangle same time, right on to the summer and the fall. So darling, don't be weeping, and please don't you be sleeping when I come creeping down the hall to sing it. La 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 la, sing me, sing me, la 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 la. Come on, come on, let's get it together. Whoa, come on, come on, yeah 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 yeah. Oh, come on, come on, let's get it together. Whoa, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. La 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 la, jingle jangle, la 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 la, sing me, baby, la 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 la, jingle jangle, la 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 la, sing me, baby, la 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 la.
It's 20 minutes before 8. This is Byron McGregor, CKLW 2020 News for Michigan Blue Cross Blue Shield. Leaders in healthcare protection. Well-known and controversial Malcolm Boyd in Detroit yesterday to deliver a sermon at the Central Methodist Church. The Reverend discussed a number of major issues and leveled an attack against Vice President Spiro Agnew.
The sermon was the Christian community's response to Vice President Agnew, essentially. He had felt that criticism of America's participation in the Vietnam War aided the enemy, and the implication of this is, of course, that it's treason. And the sermon dealt with the shortcomings of America, the terrors and the very real problems of black people and Chicanos and poor whites, that can even mean prison in the United States for those who would dissent.
Meantime, a decision on whether to strike expected at a news conference of the Association of Detroit Priests this morning, and the Big Eight will be there.
A vote was to have been taken yesterday by 35 of Detroit's priests, and the results of that vote are scheduled to be announced at a news conference this morning. The vote is on whether the priests would become the first in the United States to go on strike, walk off the pulpit and onto the street. The Archdiocese of Detroit, in the form of statements from John Cardinal Dearden, does not seem to be upset with the possible outcome of yesterday's vote. Paul Weisenfeld, 2020 News.
12 lives were snuffed out on streets and highways in Ontario over the weekend. That figure includes Windsor's 31st fatality of the year. 20-year-old Peter Larkin died Saturday night after a grinding two-car crash at the corner of Tecumseh and Kildare. 4 others were hospitalized in that mishap. In Michigan, the holiday weekend count was boosted to 26 early this morning, the result of a single-car crash on Lafayette just east of 12 Mile Road in Detroit. The victim identified as 26-year-old Dennis Whitcock. A Pan-American Boeing 707 jet with 125 passengers and a crew of 11 has crashed while taking off from Sydney Airport. The plane was bound for Los Angeles. First reports say there were no injuries, but 2 passengers had to be treated for shock. Airline officials have refused comment, but eyewitnesses say 2 of the jet's 4 engines failed on takeoff and the plane plowed into the end of the runway. A new device for cracking down on impaired drivers goes into effect in Windsor later today.
A new amendment to the criminal code making breathalyzer tests compulsory officially goes into effect in Windsor and all other centers today. The tests will be compulsory in cases where drivers are suspected of drinking, and there'll be penalties for drivers who refuse to take the test. An official of the Safety Council says compulsory breath tests are the greatest single weapon made available in the fight to reduce the annual traffic toll. Windsor Police Chief Gord Preston says his men are ready, and he'll discuss the new law at today's meeting of the Rotary Club. Tom Rowe, 2020 News.
Windsor traffic heavy in downtown areas, but moving well in other parts of the city. Inbound traffic on Detroit area freeways moderate, with slowing at the interchange, and no major accidents or types in either city at this time. A 53-year-old bar bouncer was shot to death late last night following an argument with a customer. Matthew White tried to evict 41-year-old Reuben Franklin from the Sugar Hill Bar at 7532 Oakland, but Franklin refused to leave and allegedly pulled a gun and blasted White 3 times. That story was heard first here because of an alert Heartline caller. The weekly cash award goes to Jack Cole of Rochester, who informed 2020 News that school buses in that city were inoperable due to vandalism last week. Jack now becomes eligible for the annual $1,000 award. Call Breaking News when you see it to 254-CKLW in Windsor, 961-NEWS in Detroit. At 8 o'clock tonight, the first draft lottery since the Second World War will officially be kicked off in Washington as Draft Director Lieutenant General Louis B. Hershey officiates in one of his last major duties.
On February 16th, Hershey will step down from his position of 30 years to become a special presidential advisor on manpower problems. Hershey explained that he went to the Washington Monument anti-war rally 2 weeks ago out of curiosity. You don't have to agree with something to look at it, Hershey said in a Washington Window interview for UPI Audio. General Hershey said he was impressed by the protesters' amiability, but not by their numbers. Dennis Kahane, Washington.
Adverse weather threatens to affect the turnout of voters today in civic elections in Toronto and dozens of other Ontario communities. When the polls open at 10 a.m., Toronto voters are expected to be faced with winds gusting up to 35 miles an hour and temperatures between 25 and 35 degrees. Windsor's election is this Wednesday. A bomb explosion at McGill University at Montreal smashed windows in several buildings on the downtown campus overnight. McGill Vice Principal Robert Shaw said damage to an unused greenhouse and other buildings at the rear of the campus would total about $3,000. The 1969 Michigan deer hunting season ended yesterday with a near record number of hunters killed or injured by stray shots. State police say 7 hunters died in shooting accidents. Another 39 were wounded by gunfire and 9 persons died from hunting-related heart attacks. And the search continues today for one man missing after a former Newfoundland coastal freighter sank yesterday off Cape Breton. 4 members of the 6-man crew drowned. CKLW Sports, those Ottawa Rough Riders did it again this year and captured their second consecutive Grey Cup title with a 29-11 victory over the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Western quarterback Ron Lancaster says they just didn't get the breaks in yesterday's game. Adds that Ottawa's defense was really sucking it to them.
It was a tough day for us. We were awful close offensively to doing things right. And we would have just something little go wrong at the wrong time, you know, it would really hurt us. And I guess the same thing can be said for Ottawa. But they got a good football club. There wasn't any doubt about it. We knew it before the game started, and they win today, and that's the story of the game, but we still feel we're as good as any team in Canada.
The Los Angeles Rams won the Coastal Division of the Western Conference with a 24-13 victory over the Washington Redskins, and the Cleveland Browns sewed up the Century Division in the East with a 28-24 win over Chicago. In other pro ball, Green Bay 20, New York 10, New Orleans 26, Philadelphia 17, St. Louis 47, Pittsburgh 10, Buffalo 16, Cincinnati 13, Boston 38, Miami 23, Oakland 27, New York 14. It was a close one last night, but the Oakland Seals were able to get on the scoreboard with just over 5 minutes left to play and pull off a 1-0 victory over the Red Wings. In other NHL action, Minnesota and New York battled to a 2-all tie. Boston took Toronto 4-1, and Pittsburgh and Philadelphia battled to a 3-all tie. The Red Wings are still in 4th place in the Eastern Division, 1 point ahead of Chicago. The Pistons took last night off, but get back into action on the West Coast tomorrow night in the game with the Warriors, and Arnie Palmer walked off with a Heritage Golf Classic yesterday. He carded a 72-hole score of 283. CKLW, first in the Motor City with 2020 News.
Of all the cards you carry in your wallet, few are more instantly recognized than your Blue Cross and Blue Shield plastic identification card. Wherever you go, it admits you without question to a participating hospital. It assures doctors that you belong to the largest voluntary health care protection system in the world. Blue Cross and Blue Shield have more than 5 million members in Michigan alone. That's a lot of people. Yet few corporations can boast of being run as economically. Michigan Blue Cross and Michigan Blue Shield's operating expenses average about 5% of total subscriber contribution. The rest is returned in benefits. We hope you will feel proud to belong. Always carry your plastic membership card with you so you'll have it if you need it. It means you've got the finest health care protection available anywhere at the lowest possible cost.
Motor City weather just ahead of much more music and Jim Edwards. Windy with a possibility of snow flurries late this afternoon. High today 42, low tonight 28. Tuesday not quite as cool. 27 degrees for Michigan Blue Cross Blue Shield, leaders in healthcare protection. This is Byron McGregor, 2020 News.